This boy's name is Dylan. He is a quiet and lonely teenager. He rarely talks to anyone. He prefers to be alone. After stealing things multiple times, and drawing some disturbing pictures, his father Benjamin has been called to the school for the 4th time. The principal tells him, the school can no longer handle Dylan's problems. According to the rules, Dylan has to be expelled. Ever since his mother passed away, Dylan has become a completely different person. His grades keep getting worse, and he keeps getting into trouble at school. He shuts himself away from everyone. The only time he can express his feelings is when he is drawing. But Benjamin's life is falling apart too. His wife's death took away the warmth of their home. To take care of his children, he gave up his job and devoted all his time to his family. But his 2 children are dealing with the change in their own ways. One night, the neighbor's party starts again. The noise outside makes their home feel even quieter. His daughter cannot sleep because of the loud music. Looking at the way his children are struggling, Benjamin makes a decision. He wants to take them somewhere else. He hopes this family can have a fresh start. The next day, Benjamin begins searching for a new house. He looks at many different places, but none of them feel right, until the real estate agent shows him something unusual. It is a huge house located in the countryside. The surroundings are peaceful, and there is plenty of space. But this house comes with one condition. Whoever buys it must also take over the zoo behind it. It turns out, there is an abandoned zoo behind the house. Although it stopped operating, many animals are still living there. The owner hopes the new buyer can take care of the zoo as well. Benjamin thinks the idea is completely crazy. He is ready to leave, but then, he realizes his daughter is missing. He quickly starts searching for her, and finally finds her inside the peacock enclosure. The little girl is standing among the peacocks, happily feeding them. That moment makes Benjamin stop. After his wife passed away, his daughter became more mature, but her smiles became fewer and fewer. And now, in this unfamiliar place, he sees his daughter's happiness again. In the end, Benjamin makes a decision. He buys the house, and takes over the zoo. But when Dylan finds out about the move, he strongly disagrees, because everything here feels unfamiliar to him. This place is completely different from his old life, but Benjamin believes a new environment might change the whole family. The family packs their belongings, and moves into the zoo. After arriving here, Dylan meets a girl named Lily. She is writing a welcome message on the window. During their first meeting, Dylan only gives her a cold glance. He does not say much. Soon after, the zoo employees come to welcome them. Kelly introduces Benjamin to the situation here. This zoo used to be very successful, but because of financial problems, it eventually had to shut down. Now, the zoo needs a completely new beginning. After the tour, Kelly asks Benjamin a question. Why did he decide to buy this place? Because in her opinion, taking over a failing zoo is not an easy decision. But Benjamin has already made up his mind. He wants to rebuild this place. And he also wants to rebuild his family. However, Dylan does not change after moving into the zoo. He still prefers to be alone. He continues drawing his dark artwork. But Lily slowly begins noticing this boy. She often tries to talk with Dylan. She even brings him sandwiches she made herself. When she sees his drawings, she is not scared. Instead, she finds them unique. Dylan still acts cold on the outside, but every day around the same time, he puts down his pencil, and waits for Lily to show up. The warmth this girl brings is slowly changing him. Just as Dylan starts to change, Benjamin faces a new challenge. The zoo has huge daily expenses. Bills keep coming in one after another. The financial pressure becomes heavier every day. To save money, Benjamin starts repairing the zoo himself. He fixes the fences, cleans the property, and works alongside the employees. He hopes this place can open again. But while the preparations are underway, an inspector from the Department of Agriculture suddenly arrives. He checks every area of the zoo, and he does not overlook a single problem. In the end, he gives Benjamin a long list of repairs, and tells him, if these problems are not fixed, the zoo cannot reopen. Kelly calculates the cost. The repairs will require a huge amount of money, but Benjamin does not have much left. Everyone starts to worry. They think he might give up, but Kelly realizes something. Benjamin is not someone who gives up easily. That night, Benjamin returns to his room. He starts going through the things his wife left behind. Then he unexpectedly finds a bank account document. It is money his wife secretly saved for him. She knew that after she was gone, Benjamin might face difficult times, so she prepared this support in advance. Looking at the money, Benjamin becomes determined again. He will not give up on the zoo. The next day, Benjamin gathers all the zoo employees together. Everyone thinks the zoo is about to shut down, but Benjamin tells them they are going to keep fighting. The employees regain their hope, and the repairs begin again. With everyone working together, the zoo slowly starts coming back to life. But on the other side, Lily stops coming to see Dylan, because she heard that Dylan's family might leave. She is afraid she may never see him again, so she decides to ask Dylan about it. But Dylan acts cold again. He tells her he will eventually go back to his old life. Those words hurt Lily deeply. She does not say anything else. She just quietly walks away. But Dylan does not realize his words have hurt her. Meanwhile, there is an old tiger living at the zoo. Its health is getting worse every day. The veterinarian believes continuing treatment is meaningless. But Benjamin refuses to give up. He wants to give the tiger one more chance. This creates an argument between him and Kelly. Kelly believes sometimes people have to accept reality, but Benjamin still refuses to let go, because he does not want to give up too easily. That night, Benjamin tells Kelly what he is really thinking. He once believed leaving his old home behind would help him escape the pain of losing his wife. But after coming here, he realizes the past never truly disappears. No matter where he goes, those memories follow him, especially Dylan. So many things about his son remind him of his wife. But this conversation is overheard by Dylan. However, Dylan misunderstands his father's words. He thinks his father does not want to face him. The emotions between father and son finally explode. Dylan finally says what he has been holding inside. He says his father always asks him to take care of his sister, always expects him to act like an adult, but he rarely asks how he feels. He is only 14 years old. He needs his father's love too. This argument makes Benjamin realize something. He has been so busy fixing problems that he ignored his son's feelings. The next day, Dylan goes to find his father. The two of them walk to the tiger's enclosure, and for the first time, they truly talk. Dylan tells his father, Lily suddenly stopped talking to him. He does not know what he did wrong. He likes Lily, but he does not know what to do. This time, Benjamin does not lecture him. Instead, he talks to him like a friend. He tells Dylan, when you care about someone, you need courage. The distance between father and son finally begins to disappear. Benjamin also understands something. Children do not only need someone to take care of them, they need someone who understands them. After reconnecting with his son, Benjamin begins to change too. He no longer insists on keeping the tiger alive at all costs. He understands that some things must eventually be accepted. That night, Benjamin helps Dylan get into bed. Then he notices his son's drawings. One of them is a picture of the tiger. At that moment, he realizes something. His son is growing in his own way. Meanwhile, Benjamin finally opens his computer. He looks at the folder containing his wife's photos. One picture after another appears on the screen. The memories of the past come rushing back. But this time, those memories do not trap him in sadness. Instead, they help him understand something. Although his wife is gone, the love she left behind is still there. He needs to carry that love and keep moving forward. The next day, Benjamin makes a decision. He uses the tiger drawing created by Dylan as the new logo for the zoo. He wants everyone to see his son's work. This is not only recognition for Dylan, but also proof that their father-son relationship has changed. The zoo's preparations continue, but Dylan notices something. Lily is still avoiding him. He does not know what to do. Soon, the final inspection from the Department of Agriculture arrives. The inspector remains extremely strict, but this time, the zoo is fully prepared. In the end, the inspection is successfully passed. The zoo receives approval to reopen. Only 1 week remains before opening day. However, just when everyone is excited about the reopening, a heavy rainstorm suddenly arrives. The rain continues for several days, and it affects everyone's mood. Dylan also keeps hesitating. He does not know whether he should find Lily. One day, he passes by Lily's house and sees a message left outside the door. A sentence his father once told him comes back to his mind. Finally, he gathers his courage and runs toward Lily through the heavy rain. When he sees Lily, Dylan finally opens up for the first time. The two of them clear up their misunderstanding, and they become friends again. On opening day, the rain finally stops. All the employees prepare to welcome visitors, but after waiting for a long time, there are still no guests at the entrance. Everyone starts to worry. Soon, they discover the reason. The heavy rain from the night before knocked down a huge tree, and the fallen tree is blocking the road into the zoo. The employees quickly rush over to check. When they climb over the fallen tree, everyone is stunned. On the other side of the tree, there is a huge crowd waiting to enter. Cars are lined up as far as they can see. It turns out, the visitors never forgot about this place. Everyone has been waiting for the zoo to reopen, and the fallen tree unexpectedly becomes a unique part of the zoo. It makes the place feel even closer to nature. On the first day of reopening, the zoo welcomes a massive number of visitors. Benjamin finally sees it. All his hard work has paid off. The once abandoned zoo has come back to life. Later, Benjamin and Kelly continue working together, and their relationship slowly grows closer. For a long time, Benjamin was trapped in the pain of losing his wife, but now, he is finally ready to accept a new life. In the end, Benjamin takes his two children to a small coffee shop. This is the place where he and his wife first met. In the past, he was always afraid to come back here, because this place was filled with too many memories. But now, he can walk inside calmly, because he finally understands. Moving on from the past does not mean forgetting it. It means carrying those beautiful memories and continuing to live forward. And all of this came from one seemingly crazy decision: buying a zoo and finding the true meaning of home again.